Hello everybody, welcome back to BnB Anime. I am Brad. I am here on my own because Blue and I had technical difficulties when recording. Again, I know, I apologize. I promise she'll be back next week. We've got a lot of shenanigans going on next week. For one, we're covering Q, a voiceover anime. That's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time, especially with Blue and I both being voice actors / voice actresses. You get the point. Anyway, also, with that being said, Friday, April 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/BradCarterGaming. I will be hosting my 8-year anniversary subathon on Twitch. It's very, very weird to think that I will have been streaming for 8 years as of this week. It's absolutely wonderful that I've managed to last on the platform as long as I have, and I'm greatly looking forward to the subathon just to be able to, just celebrate my time on the channel. Oh no, it's going to be fun. We've got a lot of fun stuff planned, a lot of shenanigans. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Now, with me being on my own this week, I'm sure you're asking yourselves, Brad, what are we going to be doing this week? Well, I have just the thing for you. This week, I'm going to be doing a spring 2022 preview first impression episode where I am going to go through a few shows that I'm currently watching week to week, give you a brief description, and let you all decide for yourselves whether you want to watch it. Obviously, these are all things that I'm going to watch from start to finish, so I myself find them great enough to continue watching them. However, you're all people. You can all make your own decisions. Although I hope you will take these into consideration because they're so far fun. I'm having a great time with them. All right, so first things first. Love After World Domination. Love After World Domination is a superhero rom-com, and I've literally been describing it to everyone as superheroes, or not superheroes, but Power Rangers, but a love story, and that's pretty much what it is. And it's great. It's fantastic. It's based off of a manga by Hiroshi Noda. It's a shonen, of course. Its original run was from October 4th of 2019 to present for a total of 5 volumes. The anime series was directed by Kazuya Iwata. It's being licensed by Crunchyroll, so you can watch it there. Currently has 2 episodes available, and boy oh boy, it's a lot of fun. It's essentially the main character of the Gelato 5, or the Power Rangers of sorts, has fallen in love with the main villainess, Reaper Princess, and it's essentially just the two of them trying to have a life with dating each other while also being like each other's sworn mortal enemies. So they'll be in the middle of a fight, sneak away like they're going to run off to a different area to continue the fight, and they'll just have a cute little date scene. It's absolutely adorable. It's fun. It's great. The comedy aspect of it is superb. And it's just cute. I think that there's a lot of good qualities to it, and I can't wait to see where it goes moving forward. It's a lot of fun. Next up on the list is a manga that I've been collecting for a little bit, and it's a cute slice-of-life rom-com called Shikimuri's Not Just a Cutie. It's classified under the genre of rom-com. The manga was written by Kaguya-Sama. It's a shonen. I don't necessarily understand that, other than the fact that whenever Shikimuri is being a badass and roundhouse kicks things to stop them from causing her boyfriend harm. That's wonderful. The manga began publication on February of 2019, is currently running to present for a total of 12 volumes. The anime is directed by Ryota Ito. It's made by Doga Kobo, and currently at time of release has 2 episodes. And the premise of the show is essentially Izumi, our main best boy, and Shikimori, best girl, are just a high school couple, except Izumi has really, really fucking bad luck. Dude is always getting into trouble, like he's extremely clumsy. All the bad shit that you could think of that could possibly happens to him. In the first episode, dude has a sign fall over the top of the building and is going to crush him, and Shikimori just jumps up and roundhouse kicks that damn thing into the middle of the road, breaking it, and she just looks like a total badass, and it's splendid. Like I said, I've been reading the manga for quite a bit, and I absolutely fell in love with it as soon as I heard the premise of it, and then actually seeing it animated, seeing the art style of everything, it's wonderful. It's so wonderful. Seeing the two of them just be absolutely adorable with one another. I can't. It's wonderful. I love it so much. And next up on the list is a little anime. If you're keeping up with the things week to week, I'm sure you've heard of it at this point. If you haven't, then allow me to introduce you to what is definitely in the running for the top 2 to, if not the anime of the spring season. That is titled Spy Family. Spy Family is a manga written by Tatsuya Endo. It's a shonen, of course. This one definitely fits the shonen category without a shadow of a doubt. It began its run on March 25th of 2019 to present for a total of 9 volumes. The anime is directed by Kazuhiro Furuhashi. It is being made by Wit Studio and Cloverworks. So Wit obviously being the studio behind Attack on Titan, and Cloverworks being behind, well, The Promised Neverland before it got shit, Wonder Egg Priority before it went to shit, and My Dress Up Darling, which never went to shit, is adorable, and Marin is still best girl. Spy Family is a show about our main homeboy, who is known only as Twilight. He is the world's greatest spy, and he is a spy for the nation of Westales, and he is tasked with spying on a leader of the country of Austinia who is wanting the 2 nations to go to war. The leader of Austinia is extremely reclusive and only goes out to gatherings of his son's school whenever those are necessary. So Twilight is given the mission of infiltrating the school with a child and essentially just trying to get dirt on him, keep tabs, and make sure he doesn't take the 2 nations to war. So Twilight takes on the moniker of Lloyd Forger. He adopts a young orphan named Anya, and Anya is the epitome of cartoonish reactions. She is absolutely adorable, and without a doubt will be the running gif of many shows to come for the year, for the season, what have you. She is absolutely adorable, and she's a telepath, so she knows that everything that her dad tells people are lies, but she goes along with it because she's got a thing for spies and she thinks it's really cool. Like I said, there's currently 2 episodes out right now, and I highly, highly, highly recommend the show. If you watch anything out of the season, watch this one. It's great. It's a fun time. You will have an absolute blast. It's brilliant. The action animation on it is slick. If you like spy things, it's also great. And seeing the relationship between Lloyd and Anya grow, and then also seeing the relationship between Lloyd and his soon-to-be wife, it's great. Yours great. She's an absolute badass. Like, major girl power going on in this season, and I am 100% here for it. Yours an assassin, and it's so great. It's wonderful. Can't recommend it enough. Next up on the list is Aharen-san wa Hakarenai, which, if I'm not mistaken, directly translates to Aharen-san is dysfunctional, which, I mean, makes sense. Like, this very much sits in the realm of Tanaka-kun and how it acts and everything else. It's an absolute blast. It's a rom-com, and I consider it more of like a slice of life. Like, there's not really a real romance going on, at least not yet out of the 3 episodes that are available. It falls in the shonen category. The manga was written by Asato Mizu. Its original run was from January 29th of 2017 to present for a total of 13 volumes. The anime is directed by Yasutaka Yamamoto and Tomoe Makino. It's done by the Flex Film Studio. It's licensed by Crunchyroll. Everything that I've mentioned in this video is licensed by Crunchyroll, by the way. So you know where you can find it. And it currently has 3 episodes available, and it's essentially about our main characters, Reina and Reido, just being desk neighbors and getting along. Aharen, or Reina, however you want to say it. She is extremely quiet and has boundary issues. Like, she typically gets too close too quick and everybody ends up resenting her for it. And Rado just wants a friend. It's his first year in high school and he wanted to make friends with his desk neighbor, and he got stuck with Aharin, and you get to just see their friendship and relationship flourish. It's great. It's fun. It's cute, and it really scratches the Tanaka-kun itch if you want something that's kind of in a similar vein. So highly recommend it as well. And as with any anime season, you have the continuation of a few shows. And the continuation of the shows that we have for this season is Kaguya-Sama, Love is War, Ultra Romantic, and Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. Kaguya-Sama kicked off to an absolute fever pitch of going back to its regular jokes and building on things from prior seasons. You get to see Hayasaka go after the president again and just completely go AWOL against Kaguya. You get to see Chika get very full of herself and challenge the entire student council to an arm wrestling contest. You get to see Miko and Ishigami kind of grow a little bit closer, at least with what we have available. But it's cute. It's adorable. It's a fun time. And it's just back to old shenanigans. If you haven't seen any of this show, I highly recommend going and checking it out. It's great. If you like rom-com shenanigans, you can't go wrong with Love is War. It's wonderful. You'll have a blast with it. And then last but not least, you have Rising of the Shield Hero. And Rising of the Shield Hero second season picks up exactly where the first season left off. So if you haven't seen the first season of Shield Hero, I highly recommend going and checking it out first. It's not for everyone. It's definitely made for a mature audience. However, the second season kicks off and it's definitely going in a very interesting direction. The original series was about the 4 cardinal heroes coming into the world and having to stop the waves. And this one, the waves have completely stopped. They have been sealed due to another supernatural phenomenon occurring, and our cardinal heroes have to deal with it. So yeah, if you haven't seen the first season, go check it out before checking out the second season. But the second season so far has gotten off to a really good start, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. I'm not sure how many core the second season's going to go, if it's going to go for 2 like the first season, or if it's just going to go for 1. I don't have an answer for that. However, we're in for a treat regardless. It's going to be excellent seeing how they get to deal with a spirit tortoise and what kind of treachery and whatnot is going to go on, because there's already like very deceitful undertones in the show. We're getting introduced to new characters, and older characters are being built upon so far. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see how the show progresses and eventually cover the second season whenever it ends. And that is my first impressions episode for the season. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for listening. If you want to check us out on other platforms, again, I am on Twitch at twitch.tv/BradCarterGaming. I am once again doing my subathon this coming Friday, April 22nd at 4 p.m. EST, and it will be running from anywhere from 8 hours to 24 hours. And it's going to involve a lot of different games with friends, games by myself, having to voice act an entire visual novel. Should it come to that, you can make me wax my arms and legs on stream. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going into it, and I am definitely looking forward to it, using it as a way to celebrate my 8 years on Twitch. And if you want to find me on other socials, you can find me at BradCarterGaming on Instagram. Blue has socials as well that you can find her on. She is on Instagram and Twitter at BlueLavander STM. And the podcast itself has socials at Instagram, Twitter, and pretty much anywhere else that you can think of at BnB Anime. We also have a website, www.bnbanime.com, where you can find links to all of our things, IMDb's, Discords, literally everything you could possibly want to find about us is on there. Friends of the podcast, everything. We're also on YouTube, and if you're hearing this on YouTube, you're a week behind. We release YouTube videos a week after. So if you want to get caught up with current things, go check us out on Spotify, Apple, all those other things. Hit the subscribe or follow button on whatever you're on so you get updated whenever new episodes release. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for listening. Blue and I greatly appreciate it. Next week, we will be returning with Q. So we're going to be covering voice acting things. That's going to be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to actually being able to sit down with Blue and hopefully not have technical issues. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for listening again, and we'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.